I have a huge problem with divination cards in Path of Exile. I think a lot of us do. Tons of problems with divination cards in the game. Because divination cards, to my understanding, this is my personal opinion on it, is that they are supposed to be, you know, small little pieces of sugar, pieces of candy, whatever you want to call it, like carrots, for you to get closer to your items, right? That's how div cards, in my opinion, was supposed to work, right? You were supposed to, if you wanted a Pandemonius, as this new card, for example, is showing, you're supposed to be able to try to get 7 of these cards so that you can get the Pandemonius in case you didn't drop the Pandemonius yourself from the Tool Breach Lords, right? From the Breach Stones. That would make sense if this card only dropped from that encounter. Basically, you'd get a fragment of the item you're looking for, and you could target farm the Breach Lord and basically run tools, and eventually you'd be in a position where you either drop the Pandemonius or you got enough cards to hand in so that you got that Pandemonius. The problem is that, now we don't have to talk specifically about Pandemonius, the Silence and Frost card, but the problem is most of these cards that has a specific drop for a specific fighter or boss doesn't drop from that target. A prime example of this is, I think it's Starforge or Voidforge, one of the two cards, I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong here in the comments below, drops from a Backsoth from Beyond. First off, that's a pretty rare fight to encounter, and you have to actually push for it, and nobody is farming that target to get drops from Shaper Elder, right? That just doesn't happen. And I think that's very, very odd. The other problem, the side of the coin when it comes to these cards and the way they're implemented in Path of Exile, is that you have stacked decks. Stacked decks is basically preventing this from being a exclusively targetable farmable strategy. And what then this all results in is a situation where divination cards is no longer a player's getting a piece or a fragment of something that they want to work towards. Instead, they get a fragment that they will sell. Basically, they're getting items that they can sell for currency, and then they will use that currency to buy whatever they need. It is no longer something that can be used in the way I personally believe that they were supposed to be used for, and instead they're just used as actual money making. And I think that's completely let's just not use that word. I think it's really stupid. That's how I see it, and I feel like there's a fundamental problem with it, and that's the baseline problem from my perspective. And a lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people feel this way, and we still haven't seen any changes to this. And it all comes down to the problem of stacked decks, right? I know we talked about this in previous podcasts. Path of Math, for example, was the last person we had that on this stream. We talked about the problem of stacked decks, how they were in a position where the stack decks, for example, allowed you to be in a position where you can actually kill Uber Elder before you reach red tier maps. You could actually have an Uber Elder set before you've reached maps. I don't know. It's just weird when you put it in that perspective to realize the fact that you're able to engage or get rewards from the highest end-game content before your character has even started the very beginning of the end-game content, which is the mapping system that they have in Path of Exile, which is just very weird. And this is created by stacked decks providing rewards from targets or farmable areas that the card is supposed to drop from, kind of defeating the entire purpose of these cards. Now, not entirely, obviously, because people still farm the doctors, they still farm the nurse cards from the, the tower map farmings and whatnot. They still do that, right, to target farm this because it is lucrative to do so, but you can still get those cards from popping a bunch of stacked decks, for example. So it still has some value to it, but the general consensus of div cards is terrible, and we want the change to it, and we still haven't seen it, and this has been a topic for a very long time. I just wanted to put in words and how I feel about it. But do let me know what you guys think of the divination card, and if it is a problem or not. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, stay safe, keep rocking.